Good morning, students, and welcome to Gyaniketan Girls School. Today, I am going to start the chapter Five Children and It, written by Edith Nesbit. So, before starting the chapter, let us come to know about the author, Edith Nesbit. She was an English author and poet. She published her books for children under the name of E. Nesbit. Here are the characters of the story. The five children are brothers and sisters. Cyril, known as Squirrel, Anthea, known as Panther, the second eldest, who is kind, sensible, and good-hearted. Robert, known as Bobs, the middle child. Jane, known as Pussy, a generally agreeable little girl. Hilary, the baby known as Lamb. And last, it is the Samuel, a grumpy, ancient, wish-granting fairy. Now, students, here is the story. The house was about 4 kilometers from the station, but after only a minute or two, the children began to ask, "Are we nearly there?" And every time they saw a house, they said, "Oh, is this it?" But it never was. Then they came to the top of a hill, and there was a white house with a green garden and lots of fruit trees. "Here we are," Mother said. Everyone hurried to get out of the carriage. Robert, Anthea, Jane, Cyril, and Martha. Martha, the nursemaid, with the baby. But Mother did not hurry. The children ran round the house and all through the garden to see what there was. But Mother stood and watched the driver while he carried the boxes into the house. The children loved the house. They knew immediately that they were going to be happy there. Mother did not like the house very much, but it was old and there were no cupboards. But it was deep in the country, and after 2 years in London, the children thought it was wonderful. If you live in London and your family is not rich, you get bored because you cannot go to shops and theaters, and people say, "Don't do this and don't go there." In the country, you can go anywhere and do anything. The White House was on the hill with a wood behind it and a gravel pit on one side. It was at the gravel pit a week later that the children found a fairy. Well, that was what it called itself, but it was different from other fairies. It happened when Mother had to go and stay with Grandmother, who was ill. Martha stayed with the children, of course, but the house was very quiet and empty. The children did not know what to do. Then Cyril said, "Let's go to the gravel pit." The gravel pit was very large with glass and wild flowers round the side at the top. When they got there, the children decided that they would go down into the pit to play in the sand. "Let's dig a deep hole. Perhaps we can get all the way down to Australia," said Robert. The others agreed, and they all began to dig hard in the sand, but it was a very hot day.